In this video, we're going to be looking at how to animate objects in InDesign. So if we take a look at this layout, you're going to see we have 4 images and 3 text frames filled with text. We're going to animate all of these items, all of the images and all of the text frames with different animation objects or animation functions in InDesign. All right, next up, we're going to go up to Windows, drop down or slide down to Interactive, slide over to Animation, and we're going to get this dialog box. As you can see, it's all grayed out because nothing is selected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this top image, and you can see it gave it a name. Then it's asking me to choose a preset. So I'll click here, and as you can see, there are quite a few options to pick from. I'm going to pick from, let's see, fly in from top. All right, and once I've done that, you'll notice that here's the image, and then there's this green line with a little dot at the top, which basically tells us that this image is going to be moving from the top coming into the page. So at this animation dialog box, you'll notice in the lower left-hand corner, you'll see an icon that looks like a little monitor. That's how you can preview. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open up this dialog box right here, which is basically going to show us what this thing is going to look like when it, how it behaves. So when I play it, when I go down to the player and I hit the play button, you can see that the image is coming in from the top. I'll click it again so you can see it. So it's coming in from the top. Very good. So what I'm going to do right now with this little demo, all right, let me bring it back up to the top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this. It's going to come in from the top. This image is going to come in from this side, from the left side. The one in the middle is going to fade in from the center. This one, the one on the side here, on the right side, that's going to come in from the right side. The type is going to come in from the left side. This type is going to come in from the bottom. And this type is going to come in from, this one is going to come in from the left side. This is going to come in from the bottom. And this is going to come in from the right side. So again, just to be clear, this remains, it comes in from the top. This one comes in from the left side. The type comes in from the left side. This will fade in from the center. This will come up from the bottom. This will come in from the right side. This will come in from the right side. And that's going to be the next thing that's going to happen. Let's take a look at how this whole thing is going to play out. So now, as you can see, all of these objects have these little icons in the lower right-hand corner, right? That basically means that they are all animated. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click on this little preview icon in the lower left-hand corner. Click on this, and let's see how this whole thing works. So once this dialog box comes up, it's coming up. You can see it's playing. It shows how these items are coming into the page. Now, let me play it again. If you notice, of course, the one at the top is coming from the top, then it's coming in from the left side, and it's kind of arbitrary. Well, I'm going to change how this is going to happen. I want this to come in from the top, this, then the middle, then the bottom, and then this will be last along with its text. Right now, that's not what's happening. It's kind of arbitrary. It's coming in from, this is coming in here, then that's coming on the other side, that's in the middle, that's coming on one side. It's very arbitrary. So again, I want to come in, keep this coming in first. This is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. That's going to be the order in which I'm going to want to see these items come into the page. let's take a look at the names of these items and see how they're positioned. So I'm going to click on this one, and this one says O2 flowers. This one says O1 flowers, and then this one says O3. So the order is 2, 1, and then 3. All right, and then of course when I click on the words, all right, what it does is it starts with like the first line of text. When you're looking, I click here, send stunning, I click here, a beauty secret. Now, truth be told, I can change these names to whatever I want to change them to. All right, so let's say for example, since I'm here and it's giving me the names of the flowers and the order is wrong, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name of this to O1 flowers. All right, and then I'm going to change the name of this one to O2 flowers. All right, and then I'm going to change the name of this one to O3 flowers. Now you have to remember that the reason why it came up with those other names is because it's saying these items need to have an identity. So if you don't name them, it's going to come up with whatever the object is. So right now, since the order is different and I need it to be consistent, I want it to be numerical 1, 2, and 3. Now I am going to go in there and physically change the name. So I know that this one is 1, this one is 2, and this one is 3. So we have 1, 2, and then 3. All right. And then what I'll do here is whereas when you're looking to, I'm going to change that to O1 text. Okay, O1 text. Copy that. I'm going to type on this one. Change that to O2 text. Actually, I'll do this. I'll paste that in there and change it to O2 text. And then I'll click on this one, highlight that, and make that O3. So now I know the order. So again, this art is O1, this art is O2, this art is O3. This text is O1, O2, and O3. Now I'm ready to change the order. Next up, let's change the order in which this content comes onto the page. And the way we do that is there is something again in the lower left-hand corner of the animation dialog box, the third icon in, it's called the timing panel. Let's click on that and see what we have. So we're concerned with this area in here, and this is basically the order in which things are going to move onto the page. And because we renamed them, now it makes sense. Again, the very first thing that's going to come onto the page is going to be the floral logo head, which is this image at the top. Next up is going to be O1 flowers, which is here. Right after that is going to be O1 text. Right after that is going to be O2 flowers. Right after that is going to be O2 text. Then it's going to be O3 flowers and O3 text. So let's click on the preview button and let's see what happens. So the screen is going to come up, the preview screen is going to come up, and then the animation is going to appear. We see this comes in, that fades in, that comes up, this comes in, and that comes over. This is exactly what we want.